We're at the Thousand Trails Rondout Valley
in Accord, New York.
We'll never be the same after that day. You wrap me around your fingers and you stay. I don't ever wanna be alone again. Despite all, you're my best friend.
Let's check out this RV resort. One of the highlights of this park, they put flowers all over the place. One of the most interesting things that we noticed was that this road coming in is the best road we've ever seen coming into 1,000 Trails. Now when you first come in with your RV, you're gonna get stopped at this gate right here. They're gonna get you through the gate and you're gonna turn to the left and go around the dumpsters. So they've got the little booth right there by the gate, and there'll be somebody sitting in there like up until 9 o'clock if you arrive. They won't let anybody check in after 9 o'clock. But if the park store is closed, then there'll be somebody in there to help you get checked in. Here's the park store right here, which is closed right now. I'll try to get in there later and get some footage. Decent amount of stuff they've got in there, from food, groceries, candy, sweets, Dippin' Dots. Kira wanted to come up here and get some Dippin' Dots. They've got RV supplies. Well, they've even got t-shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies. What we thought was interesting was, what were their intentions for these chairs just sitting right here in the middle of the parking lot? Just 2 chairs. Timmy's like, I want to sit in those chairs.
Yeah.
Do you like this place?
I do. I love this place. This is great.
It's been one of the best 1,000 Trails so far.
Yeah, it has.
It's not perfect, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean...
There's no indoor hot tub.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yep. Right up here at the front, they have got the news board where they've got activities for the weekend. They have a snack shack that serves quite a bit of food, and they have a breakfast buffet on Saturdays. They stay up on top of this. They do a good job here. And here's your sign. If they've got a DJ at 6:30 p.m. in the evening, this is a sign that this is not the park for you if you like to be quiet. They keep this pretty well stocked. Look at those flowers up there. They have flowers all over this park. They do a nice job. So this is pretty much all the dumpsters for the whole park. They're all up at the front. Now we've walked ours up here, but I have caught the wind of the idea that the workers will pick up your trash from your site. How many 1,000 Trails have you been to where they do that? But the interesting thing of note here is the road that goes here around, up the hill and back down. That's where you're going to drive when you come to check in. I was a little worried. I wasn't sure that we would fit, but it was perfectly fine. Even the tree branches here for our great big fifth wheel. When they're busy, this will all be full. So it works pretty well. Yep, you just come over here, you get lined up, you get stopped by this dumpster, then you go in and get all checked in. And then the mini golf is over here. Now this is on the side of the bridge. This bridge here is kind of the single point of failure for getting in and out. It's one lane. We'll cover that more in a minute. See here it says, RV lineup around the building. I don't see a building. I guess there used to be a building back there. Yeah, let's take a look at the mini golf. They've got the putters and the balls inside the park store. So they've got this picnic table and a bench, a little covered area here. I guess this is the first hole. It's a pretty decent mini golf. Looks like about 9 holes. All right here next to the creek/river. Looks like it's got some hills and bumps to the green. Over here you got to go through some tunnels. That looks pretty tough. Water here's been pretty peaceful, hasn't it?
Yeah, it does.
That was a little muddy yesterday after we had some tremendous amounts of rain. They do a pretty good job with paint around here. Looks like whenever they painted, there's a train that the kids can climb on over by the playground. Looks like they brought their cans of paint over here and touched up everything. So here's the single lane bridge. One way in, one way out, one lane. And the speed is checked by radar. Did anybody see radar from MASH? It's an interesting bridge. I think those are 2x6 or maybe 2x8. Just all stacked vertically like that across some steel beams for the bridge. And the creek passes through and goes down there. And I believe it meets with like another river or creek. There's like 2 creeks that come through. Can you see my hand? Definitely pay attention to which roads you're driving down before you drive down them, because there's a number of dead ends like this. With a big rig, that'll be very problematic for you. Right at the corner of Rondout and Evergreen at these beautiful flowers, we've got the dog park. And it's a pretty good sized dog park. Obviously I've seen bigger, but I've also seen smaller. Dog poop bags available many places. So they got the trash can there. So there's quite a variety of sizes and sites. I think this is one of the smaller ones right there. It's got electric and water, but no sewer. And then right over here, there was a Momentum 395 MS fifth wheel with a big ram that was pulling it. So that one is a large site. This park has a interesting situation with the sewer hookups. And they put like small septic tanks at every 3 sites. So the one that we got, they just got new septic tanks right there. 3 sites in a row, and then the next 3 to us, they have sewer hookups, but they're currently closed. They can't use them until they change out the septic tanks, I think. So right here across the street, we've got a dump station, and right down there, they got another dump station. And there we are, right there. And it's not that much fun when everybody's leaving and we're trying to sit outside and cook some bacon, because it gets a little stinky. So we were saying to Kaylin that some of the people, when they stop at these dump stations and dump their tanks, they don't always stink. Kaylin's like, is that based on the food they eat? We had to think about it. It's like, that's pretty funny. But yes, that could be true. That could be true.
She's really smart.
Yes, she is. So we're at site 18. We got a 21-foot truck and a 41-foot fifth wheel. And we've got a decent amount of space to park straight on in here. That's why I say they vary in size, because he's had to turn sideways. And then these sites have the creek or river behind them. It's the back of our RV, our RV. And come right down here to the water. Some kids are skipping rocks. So our site, that site, and the next one over all have a small septic tank for the 3 of them. And then those 3 that way haven't had theirs replaced yet. So they've got the holes there, but they're not allowed to use them. Once again, I'm probably the worst at covering the cable situation. We never use that. These are brand new electrical panels at these sites. That's another thing they're in the process of doing, is upgrading electrical. Not all of them are going to be brand new. There's still a lot of older ones with 30 amp. I thought the little dolphin knob was kind of cute. T-Mobile here has been acceptable, probably a little bit more reliable than Starlink. Starlink has been kind of intermittent, but I'm using both of them. I've got them both set up to kind of complement each other. Like when I need to upload these videos, Starlink seems to be a little bit better at that. But if I try to log in with my work computer, it seems to drop my connection about every 30 minutes, which isn't that great. T-Mobile works better because it's more steady for work. Here's where I've got Starlink set up right now. But this tree is kind of, it shows blocking in this direction, which is, it claims to be the reason why I'm losing connection every so often. But Sunday morning, we've got people Been lining up all morning to dump their tanks. And Kira and I are going to go check out the playground and the arcade. This place is hot and popping. So this showed up after we got here. Looks like they're building a sandbox. So a neat little attribute of this park is this custom built train that the kids can climb all over and play on. You've got this playground here for the smaller kids. This is the older playground?
Yes.
Okay. So you're saying the other one is newer?
Yes.
So Kira was pointing out that they pretty much have a very similar playground in Moody Beach, Thousand Trails, as this one here.
This? That's the steering wheel is not on that.
Oh, somebody broke the steering wheel off?
And like this area, that slide, the rock climbing wall, and then the big slide up here.
It's all the same as Moody Beach?
Yep. I think that was there. No, that wasn't there.
Okay. Thank you for coming out here, Kira. So pretty much our last week at this park has been dominated by rain. It's been like 70%, 80% chance of rain and thunderstorms almost every day. And there's, I think, a 70% chance today, but you see how bright and sunny it is.
Yeah.
It just cleared up, and it's like we need to get out here and film the rest of this park real quick before it comes back in a few hours.
They have all the doors open.
So this area right here was like a street party last night.
Done.
And I'm just here to tell you, once again, if you are not cool with a park that's noisy and loud with loud music and you're constantly yelling at people to be quiet at your campground, this is not the campground for you. They had a live DJ here last night, and there was, I couldn't see for sure. I'll put the footage here. I was walking Daisy and trying to film with my phone. I could count probably about 40 people, but I could not see inside here. There could have been up to 100 people out here, and it was loud. It was hot and popping. So if that's your kind of jam, then you should check out this park. This is a very lively, active, and fun park. But it's not one for people that like peace and quiet. Let's check out. So this is, I guess you would call this the recreation hall. They've got some pretty cool arcade games. They got a stage. We've seen kids doing multiple things in here. I've even seen kids rollerblading.
Back doors.
Yeah, because it's so hot they want the air to pass through. And they've got the grill over here, which they've got good hours Friday and Saturday, but the rest of the time, like, they're going to close at 2 today. And they'll close the grill 30 minutes before the cafe closes. Kaylin loves Galaga. I like pinball, but I found this one to be a little bit on the frustrating side. Not as much fun as the last pinball machine I played. I mean, I like Ninja Turtles, but I don't know, just something about this one wasn't near as much fun. And Kira has found she loves this Batmobile game. Must have been the craft for today.
I want to do it.
I think they're done already. Cafe. So out here, this is right out in front of the arcade. We've got some, these can go inside when they're done for the day. Cornhole. Looks like they're playing some kickball over here right now. So this is kind of the community fire pit. Look at that, Kira. Looks like they're getting ready for a big bonfire.
Yep.
That's
There
cool.
were so many fires yesterday that Wesley thought that they were doing the bonfire.
Yeah, I noticed when I walked out, it's like, man, that is a lot of smoke. So here's the 2 horseshoe pits.
It's golden.
It's pretty cool that they've got this point system.
But
Try to keep track of your points. But yeah, that one's missing its pegs.
And same with the other one. Oh yeah, the pool game.
Shuffleboard.
There's like 2 balls. The game right here. There's 2 balls.
Ladder ball, I think it's called.
Yeah. You have to try and get like the top hole most of the time because it's where you get the most points.
Interesting. There's volleyball over there. And there's the bouncy pillow, but unfortunately they've never gotten it fixed since we've been here. I'm willing to bet that they must have found a hole or something and they're waiting on a new bouncy pillow. There's a random stand-up barbecue pit out here, and there's not even any picnic tables. It's kind of interesting.
It's a little tiny baby green spider.
Looks like it's even been kept up with as far as they're painting it to keep away the rust. Bokey ball? Pokeball?
Bocce. Bocce.
Bocce? So all the stuff you need to play all these games is inside the activity center or the arcade. So we found this Gatorade machine over here. It takes dollars and quarters.
Here we did.
And there's like no Gatorade in it. Pepsi, Mountain Dew.
How do you get the
Oh, there might be
back?
some Gatorade down there. Frost Glacier Freeze.
How do you get the coin back? You have to unlock this or something?
No, if you push the button, the coins will drop down to the bottom.
Oh. Okay, good.
Now we haven't come over to the pool a lot, but this is the busiest I've seen it. It's been open the whole time we've been here, and it's always looked really clean and well maintained. But this has been some of the first days where it's actually felt like it was appropriate to use the pool. There is no hot tub here, unfortunately. Wish that there was. That's all right. Not every park can be perfect. So this half-court basketball right here behind the pool can also be pickleball if they set up the net. There is another full-court basketball in the very back of the park. So this park does have a number of cottages like this that are more of a full-time kind of place that you buy. Similar to what we saw at Lake Conroe, which theirs were a lot newer at Lake Conroe. This flower bed actually looks brand new. So this is one of the older bathhouses. This one actually has ADA, which the other bathhouse has no ADA because it's up some steps. Even though this is ADA, it does not have handheld. And I can tell you that all the bathhouses here, the water pressure is low. I have not been thrilled. This last one here kind of cracks me up how small and tight that is. It's like we're gonna squeeze in one last little shower. Nice skylights. I'm really getting tired of these hands-free sinks. And it's $2.50 for dry? Okay. And one of the things I've noticed at this park is I see places where there's dog poop bags available, but no dog poop specific, except for at the dog park. But they have a lot of these trash cans around, which have been pretty useful, with no signs that say no dog poop bags. So I guess it's available for whatever. All right, so back here in the back, they have what they call the open air gathering place. So we're a member of Fulltime Families, and while we were here, Fulltime Families had a potluck back here at this picnic area. What's interesting is there's no real parking for it. So they told us, we just drive right up to this grass. So that's what we did. Drove up through here and brought our food. And so if you're traveling with kids in the Fulltime Life, I recommend joining Fulltime Families. It gives you an opportunity to meet and re-meet with other full-time families that are traveling on the road, and it breaks it down between various different things that you're interested in. There's even a Fulltime Families gaming where the kids can all chat together on Facebook, and I think they even have their own Minecraft server. Pretty cool stuff. So I'm a member of Fulltime Families for content creation, Fulltime Families for IT workers that are working from the road. I think there's one for road schooling. They have one for people who are Christians. They also have one specifically for people who are not Christians, like people that don't want to talk about Christian stuff. They've divided it up that much. So you can join it, and then you can kind of branch off into what your interests are. We have Fulltime Families has chats. Like there's a chat room specifically for this park where we can say, hey, potluck Tuesday at 6. So it's a pretty cool thing to be a member of Fulltime Families. They also have rallies. We've not been to any of the big Fulltime Family rallies yet, like the homecoming that was in Florida in March, that is like every March, which the kids absolutely love. We heard that recently they did a bunch of stuff in Arizona for the Fulltime Families, including a prom for all the kids that are homeschooled or road schooled, that they wanted to get dressed up and have a prom, and they got to do that together with their friends through Fulltime Families. So I will try to remember to put a link down below if you want to learn more about Fulltime Families. It's not something, if you're just a husband and wife traveling down the road, this isn't so much for you. This is for the actual families that have the kids out there on the road, so that you can find people that are in a similar situation to you. So, all right, back to the park. Here's some of the more basic campsites. Pretty sure they don't have sewer hookups back here. It looks like it's 50 amp though. It looks like you could easily get stuck in the mud though.
If there's mud anywhere.
Yeah, that's 50. They've been working to upgrade this whole park, electric-wise, and sewer. I would take those signs seriously about the dead end. I would not pull a big rig back here unless you know where you're going. So I had not actually walked back here, so I wanted to come back here and show you all this full court basketball court. Looks like the pavement might be a bit uneven. It also looks like, Kira, there might be like a baseball diamond back there. You see that fence over there?
Yep.
So maybe you could come back here and play dodgeball or stickball. So I would consider this the back of the park. Somebody else might consider the back of the park where the cottages are that you can buy. As far as RVs go, we'll call that Jayco right there, the back of the park. All right, let's work our way back to our RV.
Basketball court. What does that mean?
Oh, they're getting a little bit older. We're coming back up on the pool and the arcade. There's kids playing basketball inside the arcade right now. I don't remember seeing a hoop in there. I must have missed it.
Nope, well, actually, there's a little kids hoop. They're like little babies.
Think that's what they're doing?
Yeah. And a bunch of other snakes.
This park does have cottonmouth and copperhead snakes, as far as poisonous snakes go, that are in here. The first night we were here, one of the work campers actually killed one in the street late at night. So just be warned, in the time we've been here, we've not seen any. Kira was just telling me though that her friend actually saw a bunch of them yesterday. So be warned.
Saw you down the motorway. There was something about you that day. I can still hear the shimmering sound. The hill is near, let's get right up. Walk up to the very top. We couldn't tell the sky from the ground. I know my life will never be the same after that day. Fingers and you stay. I don't ever wanna be alone again. In spite of all, you're my best friend. Makes me want you even more. If you want to, I'm up for a kiss.
Can you hear the raindrops on the roof? We've been kind of stuck inside all day. This is our last night here. But we just wanted to kind of close out our commentary on this park.
Yeah, it's been a nice park. It's besides the rain, I haven't done any art here at all.
Yeah.
The park has been nice. It's been nice to walk around when there's no rain.
Just a constant threat of rain. You literally don't know.
Yeah.
It's like 70% chance today, and it's like you might get a couple hours of sunshine, you might get nothing.
Yeah.
Today's been pretty nonstop.
All I can say is whoever is running the weather app is wrong 100% of the time.
So I did want to say about the bathhouse. This bathhouse has been pretty disappointing to me. The water pressure is terrible. The water smell here.
Yes, it's not great.
And it's going to come into your RV too. So
yeah.
I don't know exactly how to describe it. I don't know.
I didn't notice it until maybe 3 days before we're leaving.
It was really bad last night in the bathhouse.
So
Somebody complained about the smell of the water from the laundry facility, so they just closed up the laundry room, locked it up.
something to talk about. Like, why is that? I don't know.
I felt like there was a strong metal smell when I took a shower last night. Which I've experienced that somewhere else. I can't remember right now, but it was just a strong smell of metal, like iron in the water, like a high iron. So
Sulfur.
Yeah,
Sulfur
maybe a
has
little
that
bit of
kinda
sulfur.
Stinky smell. I don't know, but I think that whatever the pipe situation is that in New York that makes the pizza so good. I was saying maybe that's what that was here. Maybe their pipes are just stinky or old or whatever. I don't know.
yeah.
If anybody knows, let me know.
Yep.
Let us know in the comments.
So the other aspect is with the bathhouse, like they've got an older bathhouse which they're renovating, and they've closed off the showers, and they've got screen doors, and it's an old school bathhouse. Then they've got the newly renovated bathhouse which looks all nice and brand new inside, but somebody's going and cleaning it every day, and they're propping the door open and leaving it open, and there's no screen door. And it's just like, let's see how many bugs we can get into the bathhouse during the day. I don't. You said it reminded you of like a state park.
Yeah, like a state park where you expect there to be bugs on the walls and lizards on top of the stall or something. In the sink, there's bugs in the sink. Yeah,
Right.
Our girls have lots of stories about that.
But it's like it's brand new, like a brand new house inside of there, and there's air conditioning and heating and ventilation, and I'm not sure what the point of.
Propping the door open.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. And the other side of that too was that I noticed that the hooks are coming off the wall. I think I showed that in the video. The hooks are coming off the wall, off the drywall. Whenever they rebuilt it, they weren't using the right drywall anchors. So I'll leave that at that.
Yeah, but other than that, it's been nice. It's beautiful. You go outside and the birds, it sounds like a rainforest. You go outside and all the different birds and
Aside from just the rain.
bugs. Yeah, aside from the rain.
Yeah. No, it's a beautiful forest. It's really nice to walk around. We never did really get to go on the trails that they have here.
No.
The kids have found friends. Friends have left. They've gotten new friends, and they've gotten out there.
Kira's really good with that. She'll go find friends. If her friends leave, she'll go make new ones.
But Kaylin's left the RV a couple times too to go find friends and have fun.
That's good.
And got lost in the woods.
And got lost in the woods.
Yes. But
So-
she found her way back
And
eventually.
a lot of activities as well.
Yes.
Yeah, they've gone. They both made me a Father's Day card while they were here over at the rec center or whatever we call that place. I just call it the arcade because it's where the video games are.
Yes.
But that's all I can think of for this park.
Yeah, they had karaoke, so it's a lively park. It's not the kind that you want to come to and be quiet. So,
Yeah, this isn't a lights out, watch the Milky Way kind of park.
but it's not noisy site to site. It's like central to the rec center or whatever that area is over there by the arcade.
I
So,
would say on a Tuesday and Wednesday night, you can get a good night's sleep.
yeah.
But on a Saturday night, you're going to probably hear the DJ just about anywhere in the park.
Yeah, but this park is huge. We did a walk around. I thought I had seen it all. And David's like, let's go this way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a huge park. A lot of walking can be done here.
Tomorrow's a travel day, so we need to get to bed.
Yes.
I sure hope we're not hitching up and everything in the rain tomorrow, but the way things going around here,
Yeah. It's a possibility.
we might be like Noah. Remember that life happens.
Even rain.
Don't let it stop you, cheese bags.
Good one, Kaylin.
Yes. To stay fresh, cheese bags.
I got so discombobulated now. Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Stay juicy, handbags.